The CEO found out that the woman he loved was on a date with someone else. He poured all the sour vinegar over the dish. A waiter tried to stop him, but the CEO was the restaurant's biggest shareholder. When the waiter brought the dish to the table, the man told the woman it was the restaurant's signature dish. However, the woman smelled the strong vinegar in the dish and asked the man to taste it first. The man took a bite, and his face twisted with sourness at once. But to avoid losing face in front of the woman, he forced a smile and praised it as delicious. Watching the man keep eating, the CEO thought he hadn't put enough vinegar, so he stopped the waiter again and told him to do a favor for him. After dinner, the man asked the woman to think carefully about marrying him. Just then, the waiter ran over and said he had hit the man's car, asking how much compensation he needed to pay. The man said he didn't need any compensation, but the waiter claimed the man looked down on him. As the two began to argue, the woman turned around and got ready to leave. The CEO immediately got out of his car and stopped her. The man asked the woman where she was going. She told him she was only having dinner with him at her father's request and that she didn't like him at all. Then the woman pointed at the CEO and said he was her boyfriend. The man didn't believe her and thought the CEO was an actor she had hired. But the next second, the woman kissed the CEO right in front of him. The man flew into a rage, but the waiter kept holding him back. He could only watch the woman leave with the CEO. Once they got in the car, the CEO was over the moon, for he could tell the woman didn't like that man. Just then, the driver said the man was chasing them in his car. The CEO and the woman got out of the car and asked the man what he really wanted, but the man said he didn't care if the woman had a boyfriend, he just wanted her to marry him. The woman said she loved the CEO deeply and would never marry the man. The man challenged the CEO to a dart game. He said whoever won the game would have the right to marry the woman. The CEO agreed without a second thought, but the woman felt worried because the man was really good at darts. The game started soon, and the two were neck and neck with their scores extremely close. When it came to the final round, the man's dart hit the bullseye perfectly. He thought he had won for sure at that moment, but the CEO calmly took a sip of water. He threw a dart casually, and all the man's darts on the target were knocked off by the impact. The man was utterly stunned, but he had lost and had to turn around and leave. The CEO sent the woman home and asked her when she would agree to marry him. The woman told him to wait a little longer, and the CEO left helplessly. However, 2 days later, the woman seemed to have disappeared and never replied to his messages. He went to the bridal shop to check the wedding dress he had custom made for her, only to find the woman there. He immediately chased after her and asked why she was trying on a wedding dress there. It turned out that after the woman went home that day, the man was furious about losing. He even teamed up with her father to force her to marry him. The woman had to agree temporarily because she was afraid they would hurt her mother. The CEO tried to take the woman away, but she refused, worrying about her mother's safety. She asked the CEO, "Dare you come to crash the wedding in 2 days?" The CEO said yes at once.